Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cat Herder Tech. My name is Tim, also known as Bront in a lot of the gaming circles here. I have had the wonderful opportunity to get a chance to review a product. Now, I have been a streamer for a long time. I have been a YouTuber for quite a while. And honestly, one of my first passions has always been tech and technology. It's been fun and interesting diving into the world of microphones, cameras, streaming, YouTube, and honestly, I'm certainly excited to continue to do that. And on my gaming channel, you'll certainly continue to see me playing games. But here, I've got a chance to review a product. And recently I got reached out to by Fifine. They asked me to take a look at their AM8. And so here we are. I have an opportunity to review the AM8. So we're going to go over that product, compare that to my Shure microphone we have here, talk about what the audio quality is, talk about the prices, talk about how good this thing is and how it is compared to more expensive mics, possibly cheaper mics as well. Going to see how you can use this. Maybe you might want to use this for Discord. Maybe you might want to use this to start a new streaming channel as well, or start making YouTube content as well. How is this going to be for an entry-level mic? How is this going to compare to later end mics? And well, we'll see and find out how this is. But Fifine sent me the product, and that is it. They did not sponsor the video. They did not tell me I had to review it nicely. They even asked me if I wanted to, I could compare it to other products. They want to see my honest opinion. So let's get to it. So first of all, we're checking out Fifine's website here, and this mic is available in black. You've got white, you've got pink right here as well. You can also order it with some other accessories as well. This is billed as a plug-and-play XLR and USB microphone. It has a USB attachment, and as you can see here, it's got a USB-C to USB-C or USB-A cable. You can certainly use the little adapter there. It's actually a pretty lengthy cable. We'll certainly see that in the unboxing. It has RGB that you can control with the button up there, and does not require any software for you to use. It is plug and play. That also means that there is nothing to disable if you are not using the USB. If you're using just the XLR, you are just getting the raw mic. If you want the RGB on it, you are going to also still have to plug in that USB cable. But it will work in both formats, so you can use it with a high-end input setup, or you can just buy this to stick this on your desk and record whatever you want to, or just use it to talk with your friends on Discord. All of this said, the price, as you can see right here, it's about $55. You can sometimes see it for a little more, sometimes see it for a little bit less. Seems to be a pretty interesting value. Obviously, their website has got a ton of 5-star reviews, but let's take a look at it for ourselves. Let's go unbox it. So this is the AM8 box, and we're going to unbox this here on the video. So I apologize if this is a little zoomed in. These are just the cameras I have access to at the moment. But the box is pretty nice here. Nice little purple thing here. Get to flip this up here. We have the manual right here. Looks like we have a not too light base right there, so that's actually pretty sizable. And then, of course, we have the nice thick foam right here. Set that aside. And then we have the microphone right here. Pick this up here. Nice. Ooh, that's kind of velvety. That's kind of nice. Pretty standard flip around here. So this is set up here. This is actually kind of nice. So you have a stand for this if you don't have a stand. And if you do have some sort of other high-end stand or something like that, it's just a normal screw in on the stand right here with the flip over for the microphone. And of course, finally, we have a USB-A to USB-C microphone right here. So build quality seems pretty nice. I mean, it is definitely plasticky, but for the price, you're certainly not complaining too much. Looks like there's a touch sensitive thing here. The volume here, you can adjust your input. So there actually is a monitor, USB-C, and of course the XLR jack right here. You can adjust the microphone volume right here. I'm not sure if that is a mute or not. We will certainly check and see how much of this is mute and touch capacitive, if there's not mute on this or not, or I don't know if that is the mute. We will play around with this just a little bit. I think there is supposed to be touch sensitive mute on this as well, so if there is, that is great. You know, if we pull this off here as well, you can see that is where the microphone houses in there. And this is definitely a nice little velvety foam little pop filter right there. Definitely nice to have something there. I'm sure there are other ones you can grab here as well. Overall, nice little package, comes with everything you need, and honestly, not too much you don't. So just to give you a quick audio test comparison, this audio right here is recorded on my Shure MV7. This is plugged in via USB. Mine is micro USB. I have the older MV7, not the MV7 Plus, so I do not have USB-C. That is one of the strengths, I think, of the Fifine is USB-C is going to last a lot longer and be a lot more structurally sound. That's unfortunately the only few problems I've really had with this microphone here. So it is certainly great to see, but this is how this one sounds when you're talking about this one. And let's go check out the Fifine one with the same settings. So here we have the audio on the Fifine AM8. It's set to be gaining, as far as my readings are concerned, it looks like it should be coming through about the same level. I have not tested this audio yet, so we'll certainly see how this sounds once I hear these recordings. But we can certainly take a look here. We've got the light. Here it is. You can change the different colors to different color RGB. You can long press it to turn it off if you don't want the RGB. It's certainly kind of cool. See, people like RGB, some people don't. So it's nice to be able to shut it off if you do, or shut it off if you don't. Just got to hold press there. There is a mute button on the back. I pressed, and now I'm unmuted. It is certainly nice to have. It does have a red and green display here, and that is touch sensitive as well. It would be kind of nice to have all of those things on the same side, but for the most part, it looks like a pretty nice and functional mic, and hopefully it's sounding pretty good for you as well. All right, so here we have the game audio, and it should be coming through your speakers about as loud as it coming through on my speakers right here. If I go find something to make some noise, we should get some audio here, but this is kind of to simulate a little bit how the audio is going to work with the microphone and without the microphone. This is a dynamic microphone, so that means we should actually, there we go. We should actually have audio that is going to not necessarily come through this microphone. So we can cut it with the game audio and cut it without the game audio here, so you can kind of hear whether or not the mic is picking up any of the game audio, but that'll kind of let you know what kind of levels you can put the audio on and play games in the background, at least with the Shure. We'll test this out with the Fifine as well. So for comparison, we have the audio in the background again for the moment, but we can certainly get that taken out as well. And then if I just pick a fight with something right here, we can get some combat noises in here. And this will give you kind of a good idea whether or not this microphone is going to pick up any audio from the area. So this is a dynamic mic, which is nice because that means you can mostly pick and choose what you're going to have involved there. You can have some audio that is kind of towards the mic, but not directly at it. You can have people in the same room. The microphone should just generally pick up the things that are very close to the mic. And, you know, there I died, but oh well. But it's certainly nice to have a microphone like this that's not necessarily going to pick up everything in your room, especially if you're not in the most quiet of spaces. It's certainly not going to pick up a lot of the echoes as well, so that should be very nice. And it might overall just let you play a game and use this on Discord, and you're not going to have your friends hear all the gunshots in the background as you're getting shot. So overall, what do I think of this microphone? Well, the sound quality is pretty solid. It certainly makes my voice sound great. Is it quite as good as my Shure? Not quite. My Shure has a little bit of a deeper tone to it. It certainly has a little more software control as well, whereas this one is entirely a plug and play and adjust. That said, the Shure mic was a $250 mic. This is a $50 mic. And honestly, I don't know if the quality is worth the extra $200 if you're not an audiophile or you're not doing something that is going to require you to have the absolute best audio out there. This is a perfectly fine podcast mic. This is a perfectly fine recording mic. It's a perfectly fine gaming mic. If there was a YouTube streamer using this mic, I would certainly not complain about it at all. It sounds good. It has all the features you could want to get you running. And on top of that, the fact that you can plug an XLR cable into this means that this will upgrade into a better mic as well. Now, I don't have an XLR interface to test the quality of the XLR interface, but as far as this being something that I would recommend purchasing, yes, if you're looking for a microphone in the space of creators, or you're just looking for a microphone to be able to record some audio, if you're looking for something to maybe make your, I don't know, work calls a little bit easier, have a better mic for work, this will do all of those things. You can mount it on the mount here. You can certainly use it on a stand and sit it on your desk. It picks up audio very well. It's actually doing a really good job with my voice, and my voice has some problems. I cannot project very well due to vocal cord damage at the moment. So honestly, this mic is doing an amazing job. Maybe I should have saved some money way back when, got this mic at all. But you know what? I want to thank Fifine for sending out this microphone because it's been fun testing it out. And hopefully you guys, well, if you're in the market for a mic and you think this is a good option for you, feel free to use that link down below. It does help to support the channel. I want to thank them for sending this out. But again, all of these thoughts are my own. I think this is a perfectly fine mic, and I think it's a great mic if you're looking for something basically on the cheap, maybe has some RGB and lots of different connectivity options for you, and you don't want to mess with software. So if you're interested in seeing me do more tech reviews, talking about more tech, talking about the gear that I'm currently using for my streaming setup, I am interested in doing all kinds of fun stuff on this channel. So this is the launch of Cat Herder Tech, and I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate all the support. Let's build a wonderful tech community, finding out about new products, testing things out, seeing what's kind of fun, maybe just talking about whatever's the tech topic of the day. Who knows where this channel will bring us, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And I want to thank you for letting me have this wonderful journey. And I want to thank Fifine for kicking it off with sending me this microphone. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.